Well, there's my minivan. I hope that the sun isn't ruining the shot. This is the best I can do with my camera on my phone. Have to take my gloves off every time I use it. So I'm walking my Tinder bundle back. This is the path I use. I'm the first one that walked in it. I'm the only one that's walked in it so far. My feet are in tennis shoes. I'm freezing. My feet are freezing and cold. Actually, they're numb. Uh, Homeless guy doesn't have the option of being warm all the time. So when I get my fire bundle set up, you'll see me again. Okay, so I don't know how to use this camcorder on my phone. That's all I got. I'm walking in frozen tennis shoes. I have a bag, and what I'm doing is collecting tinder bundle for tonight's fire. And we're looking for stuff like any. See, that's too green probably. It doesn't crack. That cracks. Do you see that? That cracks. All this is good. You get the small stuff. That's your first stage. That doesn't crack. This isn't no good. So you collect all this stuff you can. And I'm putting it in a bag because I'm not like Les living out here with just a knife and no clothes. I have a minivan because I'm a homeless guy, not survivor man. Homeless guy, not survivor man. Sorry about the video malfunction. I'm walking this trail that I made last night where I collected my tinder bundle and my wood from. My feet are frozen, but the fire will help. Beautiful scenery. Doo-doo-doo! There's a letterboxing log. Snow's coming down from the trees because it's a beautiful day. Snowed 10 inches yesterday. Here's some wood that I threw out yesterday to collect tonight. And, oh God, a dog's coming and I have a kitty. I'll get back to you. This is homeless guy living in a minivan. So, I'm homeless guy living in a minivan. I'm not going to show you everything, but here's my kitchen. Here's a drawer where I keep my clothes. See, I got my work clothes here. There's my stove, propane. I just got done cooking some meal ready to eat kind of stuff, chicken Alfredo, and all you gotta do is open the path and add water and wait for 10 minutes. And there's my timer. I've been lucky enough to been given some food. I got some Cheez-Its, some mac and cheese, and some Ritz crackers. See? That's where the kitties eat. And there's my fire pit. Oh, yeah, I'm at a boat landing, so there's people duck hunting right now. 2 of them. Anyway, I was lucky enough this afternoon. I've got a farmer friend who lives up the road. He walks his dog every day, and he came down and gave me a bunch of firewood. So I'm pretty much set for tonight. Kind of ruins my show though, because I'm going like, here's my tinder bundle. Get 5 times more than you need. And I got these from work. Gotta last me all weekend. But now, I got it made because everybody takes compassion on the homeless guy. except for the ex-girlfriend. This is Mr. Mitten. Hi, buddy. Don't want to exceed my time because I can't send it if it gets too big. This is a homeless guy living in a minivan. I'll get back to you. Well, crap. I came down here to take a little bath. See, I got my towel. I'm ready to wash up a little bit, but I don't think I'm getting in that water. Watch. Hope my kitties don't walk on that across there and then it thaws. So, this is the boat landing. They've already broke it up once to get a boat in here, and it's already frozen solid. 25 degrees today, high temperature. This is homeless guy. I'll talk to you later. So, this is homeless guy living in a minivan. Thanks to a compassionate coworker, this is a kind of a meal ready to eat thing. All you gotta do is add water and let it steam for a while. It's wonderful. I highly recommend them. Because my camp stove will boil water. But I don't have a fridge, but maybe I do. Oh, there's my kitty. Meow! Mr. Mitten, look at the camera. There you go. Anyways, I'm all set up and ready to go for tonight. I've got my wood in my fire pit. I'll talk to you later. It's Homeless Guy, signing out. Hi, this is Homeless Guy. I think it's going to be another beautiful sunset. Got one more boater. And there's my mittens. As soon as he leaves, I'm going to start my fire. But I don't like... Homeless people don't like people to know they're homeless. They feel ashamed. So on a part of all the homeless in America, please treat us as equals. Special edition. Mittens just caught a bird. Here's a feather that just fell out of his mouth. See that feather? He just ate a bird. There's another one. He's got him hanging from his chin. That's the first. I've seen him kill mouses, but I've never seen him kill a bird. There's my fire for the night. Probably be the last installment because it's getting dark and I don't know how well this camera works in the nighttime. But that's the start of my fire with my first tinder bundle and my split wood that my farmer friend up the road gave me. And last check, the temperature is 23. Supposed to get 8 tonight. So hope you all tuck in. This is Homeless Guy in a minivan by fire. Good morning. Sunrise. Beautiful sunrise. Homeless Guy here. 7 degrees currently. Kind of cold last night. I guess you could say that. I didn't have a magnesium flint stick but I had my little propane heater. And this morning I started the vehicle to help me thaw it out. And so now I'm going to go look for kitties. And this is Homeless Guy. I'll talk to you again later. Hi, Homeless Guy here, walking my kitty. Hello. Thanks to a farmer friend up the road, I decided I didn't have to walk in the woods and get my feet frozen today. But I left a stash of wood out here on the trail and thought that it would be a waste to leave it. Besides, I left the plastic bag back here and I can't litter. Homeless Guy says, always pack out more than you brought in and don't leave nothing but tracks. There's my kitty, Mr. Mittens. And there's the wood supply that I'm after. So I'm going to drag this back. Because even though I think I have enough, if you think you have enough, get 5 times more. Thanks, Les. This is Homeless Guy. I'll see you again. Homeless Guy. This is the slough that runs into the river right there from the boat landing. I'll bet I could walk on it. Yesterday it was 3/4 of an inch thick. I'll bet it's probably an inch thick now, at least. But I'm not willing to get wet and have to crawl out of the icy river on my belly. So, dry Homeless Guy. Come back at you later. Here's the iced over slough at the bottom of the boat ramp. I'm Homeless Guy. Howdy. I've got my hatchet. I'm going to walk down here and see how thick that ice is today. When I get a piece out, I'll get back to you. Homeless Guy here. I'm walking my kitty. I got my fire going. Now I'm going to look for some logs to put on it. Even though I have plenty, this is just what I do. Because I'm Homeless Guy. I need one more log. You always need one more log. There's my kitty. He's walking with me. We're walking. Anyways, I just had some rednecks come down and visit me. Real nice people. You know what? They treat me as an equal. And on behalf of all the homeless people in America, you should all treat us as equals. Because we're just homeless. It's not like we're not people. Anyways, back to the search for a log. I've got one leaning up somewhere. I remember seeing. Here comes one. Isn't that cute? Up on a snowy stump. Looks like the deer have been back here. So let's see how much of this log we can get. Wow, that's perfect! That's perfect Homeless Guy fire fodder right there. It's wet on one side because of the snow, but it's hanging up in a tree. And that's what you're looking for. According to Les Stroud, if it's hanging in a tree and it's up off the ground, it's good firewood. And I've proved that. So let's see how this does. A lot less snow today. It's about 19 degrees. See that? Cannot pass that up. Pardon about medium. Well, that's frozen to the ground. Okay, I guess you can pass that up. Come on, Mr. Mitten, we're walking. So, this is homeless guy. And, yeah, it's cold out here. I'm thankful for friends and family. I need more friends. And I need more family. Beautiful sunset. No! Kitty's calling me. Gotta go. Homeless guy here. I don't know if you can see these beautiful trees. It looks like they're decorated for Christmas. See the flashes of stuff in them, and you see how bright those spots are? It looks like there's lights in them. Absolutely beautiful. What a great day to be alive. Even if you are a homeless guy. That is, hi, homeless guy here. Just chopped a pole out of the ice. I don't know if you can see this. I estimated this morning that it was at least an inch thick. We have maybe 2.5 inches right there. I don't know if you can see that well, but I could walk across this. I still don't feel like a cold bath, though. I need a cold shower, not a cold bath. Homeless guy. Homeless guy here in the middle of the wind blowing the snow off the trees. See, looks like a snowstorm. I'm pretty stressed out. It's 16 degrees now. They said it was -4 in Harrisburg today. My phone said 7. But it's supposed to get 40. I don't believe it. I just want it to get 33 because my vehicle does not handle in the ice, period. And so that stressed me out. I'm so glad to be back and parked. It's really pretty out here. Thought my kitty was following me. But there he goes, way up there. Oh, that's another kitty. Kitty, kitty, kitty! No, that's my kitty, I think. Anyways. Hope Mr. Mitten's playing with a plastic bag. Hi, Mr. Mittens. What's in there? That's my buddy. I'm homeless guy. He's homeless, Mr. Mittens. Homeless guy here. Now, this time I saw Mr. Mittens catch a bird. I don't know where he's at, but he dug it out of the snow. He pounced on it, and that's so cute when they pounce. There he is. Let's go see what he's got. Look, it's still fat. It's still flopping. Look. That's my Mr. Mittens with a bird. Isn't that cute? Cute, cute, cute. He was a big boy. A big hunting boy. Look at that. I guess he likes birds more than he likes kibbles. I'll let him eat. Save some for me. Homeless guy. Talk to you later. Speaks for itself, doesn't it? Cute, cute, cute. Good kill. Or play. Eat it, though. Don't let it go to waste. Homeless Mr. Mittens, a survivor kitty. Homeless guy here. Just got done with a great meal. Thanks to the compassion of a friendly coworker, I was eating progressive, rich and hearty beef pot roast with country vegetables. Yum. Now that's easy to eat. You just heat it up, eat it right out of the pot, whatever's left over, drink it. Now all I gotta do is wash my fork and my pot, and I'm good to go. Thank you, sir. Well, homeless guy here. It's been a while. You can see that it hasn't froze for a couple days, but there's still at least a couple inches of ice on the slough here. It's pretty nice out today. It's supposed to be 46. Tell you what, that cold snap, that tested me. Kind of broke my spirit, actually. But as you can see, most of the snow's gone. Now it's just a muddy mess. Some wonderful things have been happening in my life lately. My brother says that once you become homeless, the women are going to look at you different. And, well, I got this girl down at the bank I've been talking to, and she doesn't really know that I'm homeless yet. In fact, I'm going to call it between apartments. That sounds better. I shouldn't be calling myself homeless because I am saving to get a place, and it's going to work out. I got at least 2 more weeks left here, and anyways, I'm pretty excited about that. I'm just scared that once she finds out that, because I won't lie to her, it'll come up in conversation, you know. I went down and bought some new t-shirts and a memory card for this phone so that I can record more videos for y'all. It's a beautiful day in homeless guy's neighborhood. Get back to you. Still collecting my firewood. You know, I don't really need that much, but since it's this light outside, that's a kitty. Look at him go. Look at that Mr. Mitten. He's playing. Now, look at how beautiful it is out here. You know, it's not great to be in my position. This is less than ideal because I so much long for a bed and for company in the bed, but that's another story. I want to talk about Survivor Guy. You already know that he's my hero. And he put himself out there for our benefit for a week in a row, 7 days in a row, surviving off of nothing. What he could find, what was wrecked around him, what he could scrounge. And I'm impressed. Taught me a lot. But he knew he was going home at the end of the day, at the end of the week. And I don't want to put him down, man, because I'm telling you, he's my hero. But I can do a week standing on my head. But, of course, I have a minivan. I do not have to build my own shelter. Thanks to him, I think I can, if I had to. I could use a magnesium flint stick. I've actually practiced that. I've practiced starting fire with sticks. Not been real successful. I mean, but I've gotten close. So I know that that works. The fire bow and all that. I just want you to know that I'm not stepping on Les's toes here. This is actually me out here. It's been just over 2 months now. I've been doing this all by myself. But, of course, I have a job. I shower at my work. and I live in a van. I've got a roof over my head. That's an instant-made shelter. You know, one-night quickie shelter for 2 months in a row. Piece of cake. I've got a sleeping bag, keeps me perfectly warm. A kitty that is, you know, a kitty's over 100 degrees. That's a good little heater to stuff in your sleeping bag right there. See him? Mr. Mitten? Meow! Meow! Yeah, he thinks I might catch him because it's time to go in, but it's not time to go in yet. Anyways, I just wanted to leave this little note that I'm not, of course, competing with Les. Les is my hero, and Les is why I think I can do this, is because I've learned so much. Now on for the hunt for more easy wood, because you know you don't want to spend more energy getting wood than you're going to get out of it. And always get 5 times more than you think you need. This is Homeless Guy in a Minivan. I'll get back to you. Okay, it's cold out here, but this is Homeless Guy. First chance at a fire tonight. First try. I'm getting really congested. I think stuff are building up in my lungs. I think I'm getting pneumonia, actually. But I put a little paper under this, and I got this dry wood from the plant, and I didn't want to try more than once, and I didn't have to. I have a little fire going right now. All that dry particle board is going up, and makes me really happy. It's not really hot yet, and it's not really big, but it's going, and that makes me happy. It's Saturday night. The problem with Saturday night is that my little lady friend at the bank is having a gaming weekend, whatever that is, and I don't get to participate. I don't get to go for walks. I don't get to hold her hand. I don't get to text her. I don't get to talk to her. And all of this really sucks, because the holiday weekends, for me, they're killers, man. They're killers. They would kill me if it wasn't for her. And so since she's not there or here for me, I am really depressed, because that's Homeless Guy. Always depressed. Hate life. Looks like I got blow on this fire a little bit. Hold on. Hopefully that's enough. I don't have too much breath left. Moving my chair closer. That stuff's really dry because I got it from the plant, but it sat out overnight and it rained a little bit. And that particle board actually absorbs moisture. It's terrible if it gets wet. I don't know how they build furniture out of it. If you spill something on it, it's toast. But that's what they do. And right now I'm trying to make a fire out of it. Sorry about my cough. I told you I'm getting an accumulation in my lungs of phlegm, and it really sucks. I can't breathe at night. I'm coughing all the time. It's a thing about being homeless, living in your van. You get humidity inside your van. If it's below freezing, then you get freezing on inside of your vehicle on the windows. If it doesn't freeze inside the vehicle, it accumulates in your lungs and is a catch-22. It's a situation where you're going to die regardless. You're going to freeze to death or you're going to die of pneumonia. I've been out here for a little bit more than 2 months, and I can feel the effects of it. I'm not doing as bad as some guys that live in a trailer park, but actually I am doing worse. This sucks. There's no way of getting around it. The best thing you can say about this is this sucks. And I have beautiful scenery around me. But, you know, if you're walking around out looking at the beautiful scenery in the fucking cold, oh, pardon my language, it's still fucking cold. If you can see your breath, then you're breathing in moisture. And it's plugging up your lungs. You can't cough enough to get the shit out of your lungs to keep you healthy. And that is going to give you pneumonia. And that's where I'm at. I've been out here for 2 months. My lungs are plugged up. And I'm not doing very well. Other than that, I'm healthy. 33 degrees feels like a summer day. 45 degrees feels like a summer day. But it's not. It's still collecting stuff in your lungs, and it's still hurting you. You might walk around in a t-shirt, like I do, on a 45-degree day, but just because you're acclimated does not mean that your lungs are any more healthy. It still sucks. Hold on, I gotta blow on this fire again. Because I just started it, and I was kind of lazy about it. I put some paper under it and some styrofoam on top from a box that I ate chicken out of or something, and I started it because I was lazy, and it's cold. I didn't feel like putting a bunch of time into it. I split a little bit of kindling, and I put some of that particle board sticker on that, thinking it was going to be perfect, and well, it's taken a long time to get going. That is not an instant fire by any means, but it's a fire, and I can feel some heat coming out of it. But that thing got to get going because I'm cold. So once in a while, I got to blow on it because that thing got to get going, or I'm going to be cold. I'm just going to give up on it and get in the van, turn the heater on, and get warm. But I don't want to do that. It's Saturday night. And I don't want to waste gas. It cost me $43 to fill it up today. And I don't want to waste gas. I'm trying to make a living here. I'm trying to make this work. I'm not going to cuss anymore. But the reason I'm out here is to save money. And having to put money in that thing, and having to buy food, having to wash my clothes, all of this takes money out of my residual trying to get everything shit straight. I want to rent a place. I want an inside house. Is there such a thing? Is it too much to ask for a homeless guy to want to go inside? I don't care how big it is, but I do care how much it costs. And I'm doing the best I can. I can't even start looking for 3 more weeks. So, needless to say, guess what? I'm hating life. I started drinking myself to death when I was 21 because my parents died when I was 8. And I'm getting close to that today. All I need to make my life better is a girlfriend and an inside place to stay. Honest to God, that would make my life. And I'm getting close to the girlfriend. And I'm getting close to the place to stay. But another freeze, another 4 degrees or 12 degrees below freezing below zero is going to kill me. And there's nothing I can do about that. It's starting to get cold. It's supposed to be freezing snow tonight. I am at my wit's end. And this fire is not helping. Because this is a little, tiny, itty-bitty fire. And I need to make it better. Let me see what I can do. Can you hold on? Readjusting everything takes time. There's some beer cans from the Hicks that were down here the other day. And now I gotta get into smoke. I don't like getting into smoke because then I smell like a homeless person. But you gotta adjust your fire when you got it. So right now all I'm doing is readjusting all the firewood and hoping that that's gonna catch. I think it will. Now I'm going back to my chair. It's really fucking cold out here tonight. Well, you know, I've been in worse, but it's probably 35 degrees out here now. And, you know, while you're sitting at home in a 67-degree temperature because you're trying to keep your thermostat down, I really feel sorry for you. But it's about 35 out here right now. I want you all to tuck in and keep warm as you're watching this. But make no mistake about it. This is fucking cold. Not just cold, but fucking cold. Oh, pardon my language. Can we say that on camera? I mean, friggin' cold. How about that? On Gold Rush, they can't say fucking, they gotta say friggin'. So friggin' cold. And it's gonna be like this all night. Actually, it's gonna be worse than this. It's gonna get down to 32, 31, 28, I don't know, but it's gonna be friggin' cold. Right now, look, that fire's going a little better now because I readjusted everything. But it's not a great night. A great night would be if everything was all the same except for me and Joyce were talking. That would be good. That'd make everything better. But she's on a gaming weekend. I don't know what that is. It must have been something pre-planned. But there's no cell phones, there's no TV, there's nothing. And what I think that is she just doesn't want to talk to me, and that's her excuse. I'm always worried that she's too good for me. And so I'm always thinking that's what it is. I think she just didn't want to talk to me, and so she made up an excuse that she can't talk to me because there's no cell phone, there's no TV, it's just a gaming weekend, whatever the hell that is. And who the hell are you gaming with? I wasn't invited, and so it bugs me. She's the best person in the world. I know for a fact she wouldn't lie to me or for nothing. And yet, what's a gaming weekend? I don't know. So that bugs me. I'm a little worried that she just doesn't want to talk to me. And I won't know anything until after the weekend until she talks to me. It's December 21st. It's right in the middle of the holiday season. Everything sucks for me because I hate the holidays because I don't have a family to go to. And well, it's not helping that we're not close enough, me and Joyce, my new girlfriend, to actually be doing stuff together on the holidays. And so I'm all alone. If I had a gun, if I had a gun, if I had a gun, you wouldn't even be talking to me right now. You wouldn't even be talking to me right now. I would have already joined my parents in heaven and waited for a new life. But I made that choice not to have a gun because, God, I would have been dead 30 years ago. I would have been dead 30 years ago. I had a gun for a while, a little Bertha 22, that I had a friend work over and clean, and I took it apart and cleaned it, and it worked perfectly, man. What was it? 11 shots. As quick as you could pull the trigger. But it was only 22. And I had thoughts of wiring the hammer back so that I could get more than one bullet in my head. So that I would, so I could get more than one bullet in my head. Because it would go bang, bang, bang. Maybe 3 shots in my head before I could drop it. And maybe I could kill myself with a 22. But actually, when it comes down to it, killing yourself with a 22 is going to just hurt you hard, and you're going to live through it, and then you're going to be dumbfounded the rest of your life. So, anyways, I had that option, but my brother gave that gun to me, and once I got it working properly, I gave it back to him because I am not responsible enough to own a gun. I would kill myself in a heartbeat because I hate my life. In a heartbeat. Do you get that? Homeless guy here. In a heartbeat. I hate my life. And I would not be here talking to you right now if I still had the gun that I had less than a year ago. I'm lucky that I was in a good spot during the couple of months that I had that gun. And during the time I give it back to him, it was a beautiful gun. Neat little handgun. But since then, I am so lucky that I don't have that gun. Guns don't kill people. People kill people. Guns don't kill people. People kill themselves because life sucks. NRA. All the way, baby. There's nothing wrong with a gun. I had a gun when I was 4 years old. I had guns all my life. But when I became unstable, I was smart enough to know to get rid of my guns. I had a 284 semi-automatic Winchester Model 100. I could shoot myself in the head 5 times before I was dead. I got rid of it. I had a little 22 from Montgomery Ward's called Western, and got rid of that. Built a brand new stock fort and everything when I was a kid. I had a 270 that was in the accident with me and my parents. Had a bent barrel. Let that go. I had a Ithaca 20 gauge shotgun, full choke, 36-inch barrel. I could not live with that because I would shoot myself in the head with it. I let that go. I've had guns, okay? But I'm smart, and I don't want to blow my brains out because I wouldn't be smart after that, right? So I was smart enough to get rid of my guns. I've got nothing against guns at all. But I know for a fact, 100%, that I would not be here right now if I owned a gun. So that's why I don't own a gun. Homeless guy here. Wouldn't be here if I had a gun. Fire's going good. I'm sorry about all the rhetoric that I just laid on you, but that's part of this whole homeless guy thing, and I just want to let you know where I was. I'm still alive. I kind of hate my life, but it's a life. I'm like 2 weeks away from actually getting a place. And I think I have a girlfriend. But I'm not really sure. Because she's kind of fickle. And she's very old-fashioned. Is that what you call it? She's very slow. She said I would not have a problem moving in place with you, Jim, but if I want to build a relationship with you, I can't live with you. So that's a good thing, right? Right? Because she wants to build a relationship with me. So that's cool. I mean, that's exactly where I want to be, except for the fact that I want cuddles, too, along the way. And I'm not getting that. So I don't know what to think. Oh! And she says, I might even move back to Minnesota. I don't know where my head's at right now. I don't know what I'm doing, but don't get too attached to me because maybe I'm going to move back to Minnesota. Well, that sucks. So what's that supposed to mean? I'm supposed to get her to love me enough until she wants to stay? That's selfish. That's selfish like a motherfucker. I just want her to love me. I don't want to make her love me and so she didn't move. I don't want to have that option in her head. But it is, and so I don't know what to do about that. All I know is that every time we get a date, a little progress is made, and I actually got a hug last time. So next time, I think I'll get a hug. I don't expect much more than that. Everybody tells me it's normal for a woman to be only wanting to be seen in public places with guys because they're scared, and it's normal. Well, I don't know, because I don't date. I haven't dated ever in probably 30 years. So I don't know what to do or what to expect, but people tell me, no, that's normal. So she thinks she's a little bit abnormal because she's been married for 25 years and divorced for 8 months. So she doesn't know what normal is either, but she's acting perfectly normal. And that's the part that I have to get in my head. that this is all fine. I can't rush it. I want to, but for a good relationship to happen, I should not rush it. Because what I want is a good relationship. I don't want sex and then nothing. I'd rather have nothing and then sex, which would actually be love, and then forever. That's what I want. Forever. Thank you for watching my fire with me and listening to my rhetoric. What I think I should do now is probably transfer this recording to the memory card, and I'll get back to you. This is homeless guy living in a minivan. It's a tough life, man. I'm going to throw a little bit more wood on the fire. This is going pretty good. It's self-sustaining, meaning that it's hot enough it'll burn anything. And I don't have to baby it no more. But I'm going to bonfire this bitch. And transfer this recording to my memory card, and then I'll get back to you. Hey, y'all tuck in tonight, okay? It's going to be cold. Hold your loved ones. Cuddle your honeys. Big spoon, little spoon. You know what I mean. Keep warm, because it's getting cold. This is homeless guy by the fire, hoping he has a girlfriend. I'll get back to you. Good morning. It's Saturday. I'm feeling great. Went in and did laundry. And this is the second time I used this laundromat, a couple towns away. And it's the second time I left my lights on and had to get a jump start. But found a nice guy to do it for me. Thank you, sir. And, well, I got Mittens back out in the woods. He's walking around over here. He's been gone for a while. I've been working on my electrical system in my van. Just can't get it figured out. How come I have no blinkers? Yet the grounds seem to be good. And the there's no power going to the blinkers up front or in the back. Yet I have power coming out of my flasher box. So if the power's not reaching to the lights, where's it going? Is there a smashed wire somewhere? Seems like if there was a smashed wire and it was bleeding back into the body or something, it would blow the fuse every time. The box clicks. Everything's fine except for I don't have any lights. I swapped out all the lights with a known good one. Nothing. So, yeah, this has been a problem I've had for a while. And I gotta get worked out. I am taking a break right now, needing to walk the Mitten kitten. Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Mittens. He's a Mr. Mittens now. He's a 15-month-old kitty. And, well, I was texting with my lady friend today, and she actually wanted to meet. If I could have got there in time, I could have talked to her for a while. But I was a couple towns away, and she had to go to an appointment in the big city. So I missed out on that one. Now I think she's going to walk around in a mall or something and probably have some lunch and do some Wi-Fi or whatever. Maybe she'll call me later. or text me. I don't know. I imagine she will, but I'm about ready to start some refreshments. And, one doesn't bother me, but if I have more than that, I'm going to probably have to decline her offer, which would suck, because I enjoy her company. And I'm trying to take it slow. And last night she told me I was doing gold. In other words, I guess I'm doing good. Actually, I think she misspelled it somehow. Fat-fingered the O and the L instead of two O's in good and gold. Well, anyways, it's kind of chilly out here today. I guess I'm not walking my kitty. I guess he's walking me. Oh well, he knows where I'm at. I just don't know where he's at. My lungs are feeling quite a bit better. And I'm really happy about that. My headaches I haven't had a headache in a couple days, so I think that's good. I've had my coffee this morning. Did my laundry. The van was asking me for 3 quarts of oil, so I did that. And used the facilities in the town close to me at the boat ramp because it's better than sitting on a log. So, but I'm tough. I can sit on a log, but sometimes I feel like spending $1 or $2 just to get to town so I can use a real flush facility. You know what I mean? Sitting on a log that flushes would be great. But anyways, enough of that. It's really beautiful out here. It's just kind of cold. I went to a RV park this morning and checked on space rent, and it's very inexpensive. And my brother has a line on a RV for me. Now he tells me it's 35 feet long, and they want $1,000 for it. So I'm like, what's wrong with it? Because if it's real ugly, they're not going to take it. And he says he thinks it's in pretty good shape. So I called him to get some more information on it. I'm still 2 weeks out of being able to buy the RV, have it towed here because my minivan won't tow a 35-footer, and pay the rent space. I'm a couple weeks out from that. So I've got time to figure it out. There's a boarding house two cities down. When I say cities, these are small towns. But there was a lady sitting on the porch, and I asked her, because there's a vacancy sign out, how much the rooms were. And she says, I'm paying $350 a month. And that's cheap enough, too. I could jump right into something like that. But I think you get your own room, and you have to use a community kitchen and maybe a community shower. Well, I hate to spend $350 a month on something like that when I am only 2 weeks away from possibly getting my own place. So I'm holding out. But meow, meow, wow, meow. Calling my kitty. Seen it before, haven't you? But so that's kind of where I'm at. I'm hopeful that it won't be long now. And if this deal with my brother falls through, man, I don't need a 35-footer. I'll take a 16-footer. I could tow that with my van. And yeah, it's going to be an issue getting a 35-foot trailer from probably Oak Ridge out to here. It's probably about 80 miles. And but we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. Meow! No! Mr. Mitten! Well, I thought we were walking. And I can't track him because he's a kitty. And so, anyways, now you're up to date. You know my stories, and little Tilly out here, hope you're all tucked in. This is homeless guy living in a minivan. I'll get back to you. Alright, it's a good fire. There's a big log in the middle of it. Remember that one I picked up out of the hole? And I said, you know, we were collecting stuff out of the trees, but that one was out of the hole. It's actually a cut piece of wood. I don't know if you can see it very well, but there it is. Well, what that was is I set it up in a tree, and I said, that's not good for burning now, because it wasn't just laying on the ground. It was actually laying in a hole. And I threw it up in a tree to dry out, and I says, it's not good to burn right now, but it will. That was on December 15th. Today is December 28th. And I'm burning it. It's a good soggy piece of wood. But with that fire I got going, what we call that, folks, is an overnight log. Part of that will probably still be there in the morning. I've actually burned all the wood I want to burn tonight, and that's a good fire. Look at that. I'm going to scrape all those coals back into the center of that. But pretty much that's my story, and I'm going to stick to it. Nice fire, huh? Did you see that? That's awesome. Now I got to pick all that up with my bare hands and put it back in the fire. So that's what I'm going to do. You, I'll tuck in and keep warm tonight. Homeless guy in a minivan. I'll talk to you later. There's my other kitty. Not really mine, but Mitten's friend. She's hungry all the time. She probably catches birds too. She lives through the deep freeze. I call her Midnight. Mitten's likes attacking her and playing, and right now there's a little bit of food in that bowl I'm giving her. She's cute. Or it might be a he. I don't know. I'm not being judgmental about my Mittens. If he needs a boyfriend, he can have one. But I'm hoping it's a girl. So I can't hardly see it from here, but she's eating out of that food dish by the van. Well, that's about all I got for now. This is Homeless Guy. I'll get back to you. Managed to get a little closer. I managed to get a little closer so that you can see this kitty. Isn't that cute? I got really close to her. I snuck up. It's not easy sneaking up on a kitty. But I think I'm gonna leave them play and go up to the facilities and use their flushing log. And I'll get back to you. Hi, homeless guy here. December 31st, last day of 2013. I have a beautiful TV to watch, the sun setting. I got some great pics earlier, and got a little bit of a fire going here. You know, all I had to do was not even really blow that into coals. I found a hot spot from last night, and I put some leaves on the top of the hot spot, and I found some leftover MDF kindling stuff that the kids used in their parties 2 nights ago. Put it on there and put more leaves on top, and it started a little flame, and I've been gradually adding in brand new fire ring tonight. I stole some wood way over from their spot. I probably should go steal some more. I've got a couple rounds here that the first party gave me. And so far, it's all quiet. They don't got school tomorrow, and I expected a huge party tonight. But there's no one here yet. Finally found my Mr. Mittens, quarter mile back in the woods. You know, I trained him since he was first able to go outside to return my meow calls. I go, meow! And so that's how I do it. I walk into the woods, and I'm calling, and I'm listening, and I walk farther, and then I call, then I listen, and then I hear him, and then I call back, and finally we meet. He's been out here since last night. I didn't bring him to work. He hasn't had anything to eat unless he caught a mouse or a bird, which is very possible. But I saw a dead mouse on the trail, but he didn't eat it. But he's really scarfing down the food right now, and he loves my leftover biscuits and gravy, you know, the little scrapings at the bottom, so I'll save that for him from this morning, and that's what he's eating now. He just got done eating a bunch of kibbles. Having a pretty good night. I'm not sad yet, you know, because I get sad because I'm alone. It's some kind of a stupid holiday, but it's early yet. You never know. I think it's going about 20 after 5 or something. So it's still light out, kinda. Beautiful. It's beautiful. And sitting by my little fire with my kitty by my side, waiting for his girlfriend to come out. Man, I'm really hoping it's a girl. But if not, I'll learn to deal, just like I have to learn to deal with the gay rights movement going on in the United States right now. Gay rights movement going on in the United States right now is, you know, I'm been dead set against everything like that. But the times are changing. I guess you have to change with them. Or I'll be some old fogey sitting on a rocking chair on the porch someday, still cussing the faggots. And you can't even call them that no more. They are homosexuals. And I guess, but, you know, I grew up with my dad talking about, you know, they'll bleep this out on TV, but niggers and coons and faggots. Back in the 60s and 70s when I was growing up and a kid, I was very impressionable. And, well, that was my dad. He came from Arkansas and was disfavorable to all that. And it's embedded into my brain. So it actually is taking a little work to realize that people are people, and whatever they do doesn't really affect me. I think it affects society as a whole, but which kind of does affect me. But they're not seeing it like that, and I'm going to have to start seeing it like they're seeing it. So, what are you doing, Mr. Minton? Mr. Mittens is licking my front fender, and I don't know why. Are you thirsty? Maybe I should get some water out for him. Come on, buddy. Well, you got a whole damn river down there. Oh, there's his girlfriend. Good. But anyways, I'll put this water out for him. Hi, Midnight. So, starting the fire kind of slow tonight. I don't care. I got all night. You know, my girlfriend, she's backing off again. I don't even know if I can call her girlfriend. I said some really direct words to her in a text earlier today, how that one of these days she's going to come out of her shell and start not feeling guilty about her feelings. And then she wrote me a 3-page thing back saying that it's not as easy as I think it is, the problems that she's going through. And what I want right now is a platonic relationship, and again, I'm backing off. I didn't text her back on that because she's kind of been backed off the whole damn time. But because she's been married to the church for 25 years, she doesn't know what way's up. And she feels guilty just for feeling. But I really meant what I said. And yet, and when I went to the bank, I waited for her line to get empty, and I went to talk to her and draw some money out. I can't get money out of an ATM or the store or anywhere. But I decided to go to the bank and see her smiling face. And I'm really glad I did. Her smile warms my heart. I can't believe it. The second time that we exchanged numbers, and she was counting my money, and I was lost in her gaze. She was also lost in my gaze, and she said, "What? So cute." Like, lost track, had to start counting the money over again, you know, because she was a banker. And, man, I think there's a connection there, but I'm having a hard time getting over this church and this morality thing. And, 25 years, that's a long time. She's only been divorced for 8. I have to give her time. My text today said that no matter what it takes or how long it takes, one of these days, you're not going to feel guilty about feeling anymore, and I want to be that part of your life. I think those are great words. But they fall on religious ears. And she's guilty. She feels guilty just for feeling emotions. And probably other stuff that I don't even understand. But don't tell anybody. I want to keep this a secret between me and you. But I actually already am in love with this woman. She's so special, and she's unique, and proper, and moral. But she's lost in 25 years of being married to a pastor thing. And, I know a divorce isn't easy. Especially after being 25 years in one. So, I'm I just got to cut her some slack and back off, and man, she will be worth it when the time is ready. Well, this has been another by the fireside chat with homeless guy Jim Turner. Mittens, safe and sound. Got a little girlfriend. I don't know if I have a girlfriend, but I have a friend. Nobody to smooch tonight, though, so I guess that drama's over. I was hoping for a smooch. And she's not going for it. So anyway, I'll get back to you before the year ends, and we'll probably do a Happy New Year's together. Y'all tuck in now. This is Homeless Guy. I'll get back to you. Hi, Homeless Guy here. Happy New Year's Eve. Sure wish I had somebody to smooch on tonight, but that's not going to happen. I got this fire, and it keeps blowing towards me. Damn it. The wind circles and I can move, and it comes back. But it's a nice fire. Well, shoot. I don't know what to say. There were no kids down here this weekend, or today, I mean. They were the last 2 days, so why wouldn't they be here today? I'm not really positive or sure, because I expected a huge blowout today. Now, it's only 6 o'clock, a little after 6, so it still might happen, but it's nice and peaceful down here right now. Nice and quiet. The only problem I'm having with today is I haven't eaten any dinner yet. And I really don't have anything except for a cup of noodles, which I really enjoy, but I can't get my regulator to screw onto any propane bottles anymore, so something's wrong with that. So basically, I'm going to have to boil my water for my cup of noodles, which only takes 5 minutes once you get it going. I got to let this fire burn down so I can boil water. Well, that's a bunch of crap, but that's homeless guy life. And, yeah, I'm a little hungry. I ate okay today. I had biscuits and gravy and a donut. Biscuits and gravy for breakfast, a small one, and a donut for lunch. But other than that, I haven't had anything, and I'm kind of getting used to eating every day. So, one way or another, I'm going to have to come up with a way of boiling water so I can get my cup of noodles going, because that's all I got. And, but anyway, that's my story. And for now, this is Homeless Guy by a pretty nice fire with no kids around to bug me. I'll get back to you. Happy New Year's. Hi, Homeless Guy here. It's a beautiful day. I've been in the van most of the day. I read some scripture and, you know, this morning I went and gone for a walk. Take two! This morning I went for a drive into town because I wanted to get my biscuits and gravy and coffee. And about 2 miles, 3 miles down the road, it was 21 degrees today. There was a sheet of black ice all the way down this road. And I was driving through a crash scene. It must have been 10 cars. 2 different pile-ups, people in the ditch, people tipped over, people standing beside the road. I tried to stop at the first set of cars. This guy had a big SUV in the ditch. It wasn't upside down. It looked like everybody was out of it. And I asked him, I rolled my window down. I tried to stop. I asked him if he was okay. I couldn't stop. I just kept going. Slid, brakes locked up, and on the ice, you know. And he says, everything's fine, we're okay. And so I kept going, and I went about 10 miles an hour maybe the whole way back into the town. And it was scary, man. There was another pile of cars, you know, like 100 feet down, and the ambulances were coming, and the tow trucks were coming, and there was no traction. And my MPV does not handle on ice, period. It will not stop. It just does not stop. There was a guy in front of me, had his flashes on the whole way. My flashes don't work. And there was a guy in front of him. We were doing about 10 miles an hour for the rest of the trip into town. And pretty scary. When I got back, I had to go a detour because they were still cleaning the place up. I parked at the town, and I ate my breakfast and stuff, and I waited for an hour and a half. And when I came back through, look at the scenery. When I came back through, they were still cleaning up the mess. I had to take a detour back and around somehow. And but I got here, and you know, I started this day with sleeping in until after 8 because I didn't want to get out of bed. It was so damn cold. I was chatting with my lady friend via text, and we came to the conclusion that we'd meet in the town closest to me at a little cafe and have some bacon and eggs. And it was all set. And she says, I'll be there as soon as, you know, my driving allows, because we knew that roads were icy and cold. Well, as soon as I hit that ice and I saw the wrecks and stuff, I texted her with no response. I told her, don't drive. It's easier to call, so I pushed send, and she was my last contact, so I pushed call, got her voicemail, told her don't drive. Twice. And then finally I talked to her, and she says, I got your message, I'm not going nowhere. Because I didn't want her to come down and get in an accident. It's only like a 6-mile trip. But I didn't want her to come down and get in an accident because I was buying her a birthday breakfast, you know. That would weigh heavy on my heart. So I called and told her don't drive. And I've pretty much been sitting in my van the rest of the morning until I finally got out, because it's such a nice day I cannot not get out. But my phone, you know, excuse me, let me look at it. I cannot see the screen in this high of a daylight sun, but I used to have a 100,000K on this Samsung S390, I think it is, memory, internal memory. But today I got like 50. I've deleted everything I can. I moved everything to the memory card, and my internal memory is reduced by at least half, maybe a little more. And I don't know why. I'm really upset about that. And of course, I call customer service for Net 10, and they say, oh, well, you have to call from an alternative phone line so we can check your phone. And you know what? I think that's cow patty, because every time I call them, I have an issue with, you got to call from a different number. You know what? I live out here. I don't have another phone line. So this is really inconvenient, and every time I want to talk to them, that's what they do to me. Well, I'm sorry, sir. At least I got somebody that spoke English a little bit today. So I guess I'll have to spend some time tomorrow at work on one of their phones to fix this phone again. See, I got an update, I think it was January 1st, And I think they took some of my memory away, which really sucks. Because I know for a fact I've got over 100K on this. I did. Now I've got probably less than 50. Now I have a phone just exactly like this because I went through 4 of these phones before they could finally turn me on to getting my old number back and all the stuff that you have to do to turn this damn phone on. So I've got one sitting in there, and all I use it for, it's out of airtime, is charging my battery. And I never plug it into this one. I just always keep that one charging the battery because I have 2 batteries now and 2 phones. Actually, I have 3, but I blew one up. I'll tell you that story later. And I looked on it today. Its internal memory with this use space that it has, it wasn't. There's not too much used on that phone because I didn't get to use it that long. But there's 115,000K on that phone memory, internal memory. This one, somebody tell me what's up with that. I'm really upset. I know for a fact this one had 100K on it, and now I've got 50. And I think they took it away because of an update or something. So, it's really upsetting, but oh well, I'll deal with it. What they're going to probably make me do is buy another phone. Great. Because I've had nothing but problems with Net 10. Nothing but problems. Track phone's going to be the same thing because even though you buy a track phone card, it won't fit in this, it doesn't work with this phone because even though they're the same company, they're working to screw you. Technology sucks. So, anyways, I was texting my lady friend, and she's going to go out to Chinese lunch, and she didn't invite me, but I wasn't going to invite myself. But then all of a sudden she heard that one of her friends were hurt, and she had to go check on him, so the lunch was canceled. She says, I was going to invite you, but she's got other things to do, which I understand. But I should be working on my van. It's a very nice day, and I need to get those blinkers working. But I've been working on this stupid phone. See, I have a stupid phone, not a smartphone. So, and I don't know how long I can record nowadays either because I have less than half the memory I had just a few days ago. So I don't want to leave you guys hanging like like that. Because that sucks. I'm sure that sucks. That's a take 2 moment. Do it again, Mittens. That's my Mr. Mittens rolling over. See him? So cute. No! Billy. Scratching his belly. He loves it. Look at him in the sun. Look at him. That's my buddy. And true to form, he stayed out until after midnight last night. And really worried me. I went way back in the woods looking for him and decided to quit because it was fudging cold out there. But then I opened the door around 12:30 or 1 o'clock and to call for him. And there he was, jumps right in, laid with me pretty much all night, kept me warm. My sleeping bag has a malfunction. I've got a high dollar Wenzel sleeping bag, 6 pound, keeps me warm even when it was in the negatives. If I can plug up all the holes, that's a good sleeping bag. But my zipper is malfunctioning. Yesterday, it was unzipped all the way to the bottom, and the zipper was at the top. I had to work the zipper all the way back down and try to re-zip it, and you're zipping it, and it just comes loose. And you know what? It's hard to sleep in a sleeping bag that has holes in it because you have to tuck all the holes in order to make it warm in there. So I'm really upset about that, and I have to work on that today. I think it maybe a pair of pliers and to squish the zipper together or something might work, but I'm not really sure. I don't want to have to spend money on a new sleeping bag because my whole point of being out here is to save money. And it seems to me like I'm hemorrhaging money these days. Now, I'm never going to get out of the situation. Never. It's just not going to work out if I have to keep paying and paying and paying. And so, yeah, I don't know about that. Had a really good day with my girlfriend, my lady friend yesterday, though. Makes me really happy. And I didn't push and I didn't touch and did everything right. But she texted me later that maybe we should have more conversations because we're kind of quiet. You know, we just walk around and we don't talk much. So I got to work on being more open and conversing with her, and because I don't want her to be bored. You know, I told her it was a good hike and it was a good company, and she says, well, it was company, but it wasn't necessarily good company because we didn't talk too much. So that's that. Anyways, I'm wandering off into the woods, and I'm going to irrigate a little bit. It's been good talking with you. It's a beautiful day. This is Homeless Guy. I'll get back to you. And Homeless Mr. Mittens. Mittens is going to pounce, and I love it when they do that. Watch. Well, maybe not. Here comes his girlfriend. No. Well, you can't see her. She's hiding. Anyways. Ah! Dang it, did we miss it? I hope we got it. That's cute, cute, cute. All right. I'm going to get some food out for his girlfriend. I call her Midnight because she's totally black, and it was around midnight when I first seen her anyway. I'll get back with you. This is a Homeless Guy living in a minivan. Good afternoon. Homeless Guy. We're going to take a little walk. Remember, this was all packed in snow. This is the trail I went back on to get my firewood. Remember, there was like 10 inches of snow on it. Well, much easier walking now. You know, during that week, it was below freezing. Every morning I woke up and my tennis shoes were frozen solid. They didn't thaw out until a couple days ago. I haven't let my kitten out yet because I'm hoping to go on a hike with my lady friend later once she gets out of church. And I'm not going to show her these videos until it all comes out in the wash. My memory card's awesome. I have 3.7 megapixels or whatever they are They're, oh, I think they're gigabytes, whatever that is, unless they're megabytes or something. But my phone only has 100,000 K, which I don't know how much that is either, but it's not very much. So I'm going to record the videos on my phone and then transfer them to the memory card. I guess that's how it works. And I think I can take them in and have them put on a disc or something. I'm not really sure. Sure is lovely out here. This is the trail that me and Mr. Mittens walk on. And we kind of got a path that goes around. I don't know, it's probably only a quarter of a mile. But see, bendy, too green for firewood. Remember? If it don't snap, it's no good. And you got to get the stuff that's off the ground. That's why it's hanging in the trees. It's just waiting. See, there's something hanging in the trees. Snap. Well, anyways, I feel an obligation to use up some memory because now I have a memory card. And if we were really quiet, which we're not being, we could sneak up on a deer in here. I see some sign here and there. But across the creek, there's some people at the boat landing over there. That's, well, we're not going to tell you the name of it. Would you looky there? It's not up out of the wet, so it's no good yet. It will be. It's a nice walking log for my kitty. Doo-doo. Only one person in the world knows what that means. So anyway, this is a tour of homeless guy living in a minivan. His backyard. Could have it worse, huh? A little snow left in there. I'm not really hiding from anybody. I'm fairly certain they can see me over here. But I don't care. Here comes a boat. See, this duck season. No, it's rabbit season. No, it's duck season. No, it's rabbit season. Duck season. I wish I had a feather. I could trade that guy for that boat. Just joking. Not really. Well, anyway, so this is where I am for maybe 2 more weeks. I hope it doesn't turn into another month. But we'll see. This is homeless guy. I'll talk to you again later. Homeless guys here. Well, one homeless guy and one homeless kitty. Actually, I'm just between apartments right now. It's a beautiful sky. I'm waiting for my kitten. He's in the brush up here. And I got to get him in the van because I think I'm going to town later for another little date with my lady friend. And I don't want to leave him up here for a couple or 3 hours because of eagles and who knows what. But, man, he's in there hunting the birds for sure. He scared out a whole flock of them earlier. And he won't come out because he's having fun. So, in the diary of a homeless guy, this is kind of a stressful event because I've got a limited amount of time to get my hands on him. Where's the mitten? Mittens! Here, kitty, 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 kitty! Where's that boy? Is him hiding from the dad? Come on, Mitten. Leave the birdies for later. Come on, buddy. That's how we talk. Meow! I don't see him. I had him out a little earlier, but he ran right back in because there's so many birds in there. Mittens! Come on, buddy, we're walking. This is my little piece of property. Kind of the end of it. I walk up there sometimes, but I don't know. It's private property all around, so. Except back in there, that's a greenway, I guess they call it. So, I've really got to work on getting that cat. And, but I want to use up some of this time making a diary of that, or whatever you want to call it. I guess you can edit that out. But there's really nothing going on yet. Later, after I have my meeting with my little lady friend, I think I'll burn that trash and maybe enjoy a little campfire. And I guess I'll get back to you then. Bye. Homeless guy here. There's my fire. Made some cuts at work and cut some stickers in half, and so I had wood kind of ready to go. Plus I drug some from the forest today, and a pile of garbage that I dug up from people leaving it all around here, all in a pile, and I thought I better burn it before I go to work tomorrow. Or they'll think that it's all mine, and they told me to keep the place clean, so that's what I'm doing. Plus it gives me a fire. Now, my brother, his name is Jesse, and I'm James. I'm firstborn, though. Okay. He said, you know, when you're homeless, you can't get a girlfriend because it might go good for a while, and then as soon as they find out you're homeless, they treat you different. Well, hi, homeless got my firelight. I don't know if you can see me, but let's just sit here by the fire and have a chat. My brother was wrong. Not all women are like that. I had my second date tonight with this girl from the bank. She's cute and bubbly. And I had her number for a month, but I was afraid to call her because what girl in a bank is going to want some homeless guy? Well, I finally got up a pair and gave her a call. Actually, it was a text. And we had our first date yesterday. Went very well. But it's been eating on me and eating on me and eating on me. The homeless guy will lose his girlfriend because he's homeless. I had a struggle tonight, but I told her my story, and it didn't change a thing. She's a sweetheart and very understanding, and it doesn't matter to her at all. She knows this is just temporary. She knows I'm a working man. I'm staying clean. And what a weight off my shoulders, man. So now I'm homeless guy living in a minivan with a girlfriend. Not living with the girlfriend. No, we're going to put that off for a while and just touchy-feely, but no hard stuff right now. And she's got some scruples, and I commend her for that, and I think that's awesome. And I'm very happy. I had the most awesome weekend, the best weekend I've had in at least 6 months. Because this is a hard life. But a hard life without hope. Homeless people almost have no hope. But I have some hope now. Now I must continue my journey and complete my mission and get a place. This whole video series will end on move-in day when I get my apartment. Anyways, I'll get back to you later. This is Homeless Guy. Sitting by a fire. And I have a girlfriend. Hi, Homeless Guy in a Minivan. I just got off of work. And, I grabbed some wood from there, the little stickers and things. And that, really helps me get my fire started. And I don't need a big fire. I'm not building a bonfire like some of the rednecks around here do. I just want to enjoy a fire. That's what makes me happy. Les Stroud always said that it's a good defense against animals and it's a morale booster. And we all know him as Survivor Man on the television series. My favorite show by far. Anything that's come after, even anything that he's done, doesn't really match up to it. But I wish he'd do more of those. Anyways, from now on, I instead of actually referencing Survivor Man, I'm gonna call him Homeless. Homeless Guy's me. He's gonna be Survivor Guy. So that way, I don't want to infringe on any trademarks or something. But we all know who you are, Les, and you're awesome, and basically you're my hero. So right now, I set some wood out yesterday for a fire today, and now it's light outside, and I'm finding all this other stuff that I can't pass up. See it all? And granted, it's been laying on the ground. Here's some stuff right here that I set up yesterday. This is going to be good for starting, but I just can't pass this other stuff up. If you get your fire hot enough, you can either set it to the side of the fire and dry it out a little bit first, or if it's a really good fire, just put it right on there. And it'll burn in half, and then you got two pieces. I found something really cool over here. I don't know where it was. Oh, there it is. This here, let me put this wood down so I know where it's at. Remember, Jim? And no matter where you are in the world, in the woods, you'll find garbage left over from human. And there's a good example of it right there. So anyway, I stumbled across this today. That is nature's architecture. And somebody actually cut it to get it off the tree. It's a bunch of vines. Now, if I needed to, in the snow, there's ready-made snowshoes right there. I'm not sure I'm going to burn that piece. It's really kind of beautiful. I'm thinking about cutting some of it off and propping it up in my van so my kitty's got someplace to sharpen his claws besides the furniture. He's a perfect kitty. He never misses a litter box. He's my buddy. He's great. But he's not perfect because he scratches up the furnishings in the van, which are just the seats and the upholstery. But anyways, this is really cool. But since I don't think I'm going to burn it, I don't need it right now. I'm looking for firewood. It's pretty early. I think it's 4 something, almost 4:30. And I see something right here. See those between the tree? I'm hoping those are Yeah, they're leaning up. That's going to be good. Look at all of this. It's all free. This is just reeds. That'll be good for starting. See, crack. That's good. But I'll get that. I've got kindling. But I'm not going to pass up any of this stuff. So all I'm doing right now is gathering firewood, whatever's easy to get, because you don't want to expend more energy than you're going to get out of it. And while it's early, throw it by my fire pit, and I'm just letting my kitty run around and trying to relax after work. This is homeless guy. Working homeless guy. Hopefully with a girlfriend. Homeless guy here. You know, I've been walking around out in these woods for a couple months now, and always with survival in my mind. I would find something here and there and lean it up against a tree. And what I've been doing today is finding some of those stashes, because you forget where they are. And the snow came, and of course they were hard to find. And that was actually the survival time of my life. I was in total survival mode at that point. And it was harsh. It kind of actually broke my spirit, as I've said in another segment. But man, it's 45 degrees out here now, and it's only going to get down to 31. It's like a spring day. So, you know, anyways, that wood, I find wood, and I lean it up against there's some right there. Look at that. Now, that might have been there. That might have been there for a month. And now it's all thawed out. Leaning up against the tree, it's going to be perfectly good to burn tonight. And I'm getting quite a pile of wood over there, so I think I'm probably going to call it quits wandering in the woods looking for wood. Maybe I should play with my kitty. Anyways, I'm going to haul this back, and then I'll show you what I got when I get there. This is Survivor Guy. I'll get back to you. Hi, homeless guy living in a minivan. Light's fading fast, but I really wanted to get this piece out. You know, we're homeless, and I've asked you to please treat us as equals. But the thing is, we don't shower all the time. We shower when we can. I'm lucky. I get to shower at work whenever I want. But, you know, between showers, we can get kind of ripe. So, about 10 years ago in the Farmer's Almanac, I read that it's not the sweat that stinks, it's the bacteria. And if you never want to use deodorant again, then you get 30% rubbing alcohol on napkin. Use that to wipe under your arms. It kills the bacteria. You're still going to sweat, but you're not going to stink. Never use deodorant again. It's in the Farmer's Almanac. I've tried it, and it works. Between showers, here we go. This is the lesson. Between showers, I've bought cheaply at, don't want to do a trademark thing, so let's say less than $1.01 tree store, some baby wipes. You know, there's like little napkins in there, and you pull them out the top one at a time. I put a little bit of 30% isopropyl alcohol in them, rubbing alcohol, inside the cap, and now I have alcohol wipes. Anytime I want them, they're good for a lot of stuff. You wash your face, but under your arms, wherever you feel like that you need a little freshening up, it stings a little bit in sensitive places. I'm going to give you that. Yeah, homeless guy knows about that. But under your arms, don't have access to, say, deodorant. You know, there's 50 cents right there Less than $1.01 right there. And, that's 30-day supply or something. That's my tip for the day. That's my clip for the day. Rubbing alcohol in baby wipes. I call it a spit bath between showers. This is homeless guy. Pretty quick I'm going to be having a fire. Now, I don't know what's wrong with my phone, but I have a real nice fire bundle here. And there's my fire pit. Excuse me. It's the rubbing alcohol, I'm telling you. I have 5 times more wood than I think I'm going to need tonight. But it does not seem to be coming up on the phone. Anyway, this is homeless guy. And, you know what? I'm smiling. I'll get back to you. First try at my fire. It's been burning about 30 seconds. Now, thank you, Les, because you taught me good. Now, homeless guy made a terrible mistake today, and he put all his wood right here where the lawn chair is at. The wind's blowing that way. I need my wood over here. I know you can't see it. Dang it. A whole pile of wood that I put stacked on the wrong side of the fire, because the fire blows that way, heats the wood up. And homeless guy's not into smoke, because if you smell like smoke, everybody knows you're a homeless guy. So I'm going to tend this for a while. It's been going about a minute now, and I need to keep it going. You have to tend the baby fire. You have to nurture it. This is homeless guy. I'll be back. December 16th. It's dark. Maybe 5, 6, I don't know. I want to do this segment, and we'll call it the By the Fire Chats. And because I think fireside chats are already taken. And you can't see my face in the dark, so scrolling the camera around really doesn't help. It's beautiful out here. It's probably 43, maybe 42. I've got a nice fire. It just started. It's in its infant stage right now, but it's growing. And all I have to do for the rest of the night is relax. I have a little bit of firewood, and I can eat when I want. But I want to talk about homelessness. You know, it's rampant in the United States. And I think we should do more for the homeless people. I'm not in a position where that I need rescued, but there's people out there that need rescued. They need help. $1, giving them $1 on the street corner doesn't fix their life at all. And of course, there's people out there that make more money than I do, sitting on a street corner. But I'm not going to judge them. I am out here. I'm an advocate for the homeless person. And I want everyone in the United States to not look at us as different than you. Don't drive by us in your Mercedes-Benz and turn your head. You know what? A handshake and thank you for your service if you're a vet would be a good thing. Makes their day. Give them 35 cents, shake their hand and say, thank you for your service, sir. This guy says I was 5 years in the Marine Corps in Vietnam or whatever. And I'm not a vet, but I shook his hand and I gave him 35 cents. That's all I had in my cup holder. And I think that me shaking his hand meant more to him than that 35 cents did. Because somebody could give him $100 and it's not going to change his life. He needs somebody to change his life. We need, as a population, to actually act like these people are human. And they are. They're dirty, they're cold, they're wet, they're homeless, but they're just like you. And on behalf of all the homeless people in America, please treat us like equals. This is homeless guy sitting by the fireside chat. I'll talk to you later. Bye. You see, being how I work at a plywood pre-finishing plant, we have lots of broken and short stickers, runners, whatever you want to call them, that they get thrown away. That one right there is made out of NDF or particle board. They say, man, you can't burn that inside because it's mostly glue or polymers or something. But actually outside, see how the wind's blowing? I'm upwind of it. That makes a good log. That's like a fire starter log that you can get from Jerry's or somewhere. You know, you light the bag and it just burns. So that's good firewood right there. And that wood I got on top, most of that is, you know, it's up off the ground, hanging in the trees or something I put up and let dry out. But some of it is moist. It's really moist, but with a fire that good, it'll burn in half. And then you have two pieces. As long as you keep the main fire going well, that wet wood will burn. As you can see, it's burning very well right now. This is homeless guy just trying to use up some memory. I hope you're enjoying this little series I got going here. But I guess I should show you something about lighting a fire with a magnesium flint stick. But by the fireside chats, like we're doing now, my advice is carry a lighter. I'll get back to you. Have a great night. Hope you all tuck in. Bye. Okay, another little by the fire chat. So, I've already told you that my brother says, you know, it's going to be a hard life sleeping in your van. It's going to be a hard life being homeless. He's been doing it all his life. He picks mushrooms for a living. And he's all over the few states around here, you know, Idaho, Montana, and everywhere around here. And so he sleeps in his truck, and he's done this all his life. His advice to me was, being homeless is a hard life. He said, you know, you might get a girlfriend, and as soon as she'll look at you and find out that you're homeless, she'll think of you different. And that really bothered me. But this girl that I have met, it took me 2 dates, and I finally told her because it was eating on me, and she didn't even care. So he was wrong, because they're not all the same. But anyways, I'm still worried because she's a banker lady and she's a church-going proper lady, and I'm just me, homeless guy living in a minivan. And I think she's off of work now, but she said hasn't texted me yet. Maybe because she's got to drive home, or maybe because she's having second thoughts. But our first 2 dates went very well, and I think I hot water, please, her. And inside joke, not a joke though. I I'm very homeless guy here. Um, you know, Kitty's out running around somewhere. Sometimes he expects me to go for a walk with him, and it's really cool because if he wants me to come where he's at, he goes meow, and then I go there. Or if I want him to come where I'm at, like if he's lost or something, that's what I'll do back to him. And I've actually got plenty of firewood for the night because I burned everything in half from last night and just let it go because even homeless guy has to sleep. So, see those reeds right there, actually, standing up? They're like bamboo. They're all white and dry, and save those for another day because they're great for tinder. Tonight I'm going to, find some paper laying around the minivan. I always take my paper garbage, and expect that I'm going to burn it. And so I'll find something. I'm going to start small and work my way up. Isn't it beautiful out here? Fogs are rolling in. It's about 35 degrees. That might be cold to some folks, but that ain't cold to a homeless guy living in a minivan. Not after -4 and below freezing temperatures for a week. 35? Watch me take my clothes off. That's for another show. Anyways, my lady friend doesn't get off of work until 5:30, and I can't text her when she's at work. And it's kind of a rule around there, and I get it. I understand. But it makes for a long couple hours because I get off at 3:30. And really can't wait to hear from her. But, I'm picking up wood and I'm leaning it up places for later, see? Anyways, I got this lady friend, and she works at a bank. She goes to church. She's really religious and fairly educated, and she doesn't mind the fact that I'm homeless. At least that's what she says. But we had a great weekend. We had two dates, one on Saturday, one on Sunday. Last night didn't text much because she was studying something. And today got a text where she says, something to the effect of, I feel like you don't think I'm worthy. That's what she told me. I feel like that I don't think she's worthy. And she's like the best person I know. And so I'm not really sure what she's talking about. But I don't know everything about women, but I know they can be kind of weird sometimes. And I also know that I can't understand everything that they're trying to tell me, so I'm trying not to worry about it, but I'm kind of worried about it. It's like the best thing that dropped into homeless guy's lap in a long time. And I don't know what to think. I hope she's not backing out because I really enjoy her company. She's a really nice person. But I'm homeless. Maybe I don't appeal to her, even though she said, and I don't take her as a liar, that everything is going to be fine. Man, it's beautiful out here. Not everything about being a homeless guy is terrible. Look at the view. It's getting kind of dark. Well, it's starting to get dark. It's after 4, and it's winter. But nature never ceases to amaze me. It's beautiful. Well, I'm going to pick up some little sticks and go to the van, find some fire, paper, and I'll get a fire going and I'll get back to you. This is Homeless Guy, living in a minivan, day 64. Hi, naked homeless guy living in a minivan. It's always beneficial to sleep in the nude because your body heat will warm up your sleeping bag or whatever you're sleeping in and help you sleep comfortably. I've been in -4 or below temperatures sleeping in this sleeping bag with my kitty, who is 100 degrees, by the way, and he's a good heater. But naked is the way to go because it warms up the space around you quicker than if you were wearing a lot of clothes. And that's my tip for the day. This is Naked Guy in a Minivan. Bye. Well, this is Homeless Guy. That's what I'm going to try to use as my fire start for the night. It's really dark on this phone. I don't know why. But anyways, kind of looks like I screwed up. Remember that spit bath baby wipe thing I showed you last night? Well, I don't know where my baby wipes went with the alcohol in them. But because the toilet, the plumbing is down at the plant, so I couldn't get a shower tonight. So that's okay because I'm set up for spit baths, what I call them, with my baby wipes. I'll be okay till tomorrow. But now I lost my baby wipes. I hope I didn't burn them last night because I have extra containers in there that look exactly alike. But I have a roll of napkins, paper towels, and I have alcohol. So I guess I'll be okay. Yeah, TMI, dude, but a little bit of information there. It's getting kind of dark. You probably can't see my face. But when I get a fire going, I'll get back to you. This is Homeless Guy, living in a minivan. So it's 5 o'clock. Just started my fire. I lit the fuse, so to speak, and the wind has changed directions, which kind of throws off my plan because I keep my wood over there because it's downwind of the fire, keeps it warm. And that way I can sit in my lawn chair upwind of the fire because I don't want to smell like smoke. I don't want to smell like a homeless guy. So, yeah, you know, 'cause crap. Who cares? Everybody knows I'm homeless. I just don't like them knowing. See that crash? Well, that's going to be okay. That cardboard on the side, that's just an experiment. But, so this is another installment of the By the Fireside chats. And I got to tend my baby fire, so I'll get back to you. This is Homeless Guy. Homeless Guy here. Yeah, I know you can't see my face, so we'll just look at the fire and have another By the Fire chat. And, well, my worries were just worries. My little lady friend has a unique personality and a religious background, and she has scruples. And she felt like I was getting too close and too touchy and too feely, and she's not ready for that yet. But she's not kicking me to the curb either, I don't think. And so I know I pushed it too far. But I think she liked it, but she's not ready for it. So I told her I'd back down, and I will. She needs somebody to hold her hand, and I like holding her hand. And I like that extra third leg it gives me, too. She's so cute, I can't even help it. And I don't even think she knows it. That she's cute, I mean. And she's got a smile that lights the world. So, everything's okay. She invited me into town, but I already got this fire going, so I invited her to the fire. And I don't know how that's going to work out. She's probably not going to come, but at least we're talking, and as I can tell, everything's fine. Except that I can't be that pushy. And so I'm working on that. This is Homeless Guy sitting by a fire. Talk to you later. Well, I don't know if this is recording or not. It's dark. I can't see how to run this phone. This is my fire. It's kind of small tonight, and it's perfect. I've been in touch with the little lady that I've been seeing for the last few days, and everything's okay. But I'm scaring her, and I don't want to scare her, so I told her I'd back off. I actually invited her out here to the fire, and my van's running, so sorry for the noise, but because I got to warm it up for the kitty, you know. Anyways, I invited my little lady friend out here, and there's hiking trails, and all she wants to do is hold my hand right now. She doesn't want to go much farther, but holding her hand actually gives me a third leg. But I told her that's fine, and I invited her out here to the campfire, and I told her I only had one chair, but I told her also that I can make another chair out of what God has provided me for here, and I can strap together a couple tripods and put 2x4 between them, and that's another chair. Not a problem. But it's been a while since she's texted me back, so what I'm thinking is she has GPS. Maybe she's on her way. Wouldn't that be great? That would be the best thing ever. Except she doesn't drink. And tonight, I had to relieve some pressures from work, so I drank a little bit. But she says she doesn't care that I drink. She just cares if she doesn't drink. So, well, that's that. And we can delete that out later, right? Because I don't want everybody in America knowing that I'm a homeless guy sitting by a fire drinking. But isn't that a beautiful fire? It's just a little thing. It's wood I collected yesterday, and I started it with some stuff I got from this plant today, and it's real warm. I'm about 2 feet from it. And the wind keeps changing directions, and it's blowing in my face, and they say smoke follows beauty. Well, I won't have that problem if my little lady friend gets here, because then she'll get it all, because she's more cute than I am, that's for sure. And I gotta stay up late enough until my kitty gets back, because he's out hunting, or whatever kitties do. But, well, this has been another installment of the By the Fire side chats. I'll talk to you later. This is Homeless Guy. Bye. So, this is Homeless Guy. We got a nice fire going here. So, we'll have another next to the fire side chat. Thing is, I want to talk about tonight is I called my girlfriend, my lady friend, and asked her out here to enjoy fire. But she's not coming because she's a little uncomfortable, but I totally understand that. And she went to Eugene and volunteered, and she's doing some lane food service thing where they give food to the homeless, and that's neat. So I'm glad she's doing that. But she's busy, so I won't get to talk to her for a while. But it's all right, because she's doing a great thing. She's volunteering. So I'm going to enjoy the wood that I have on the fire right now, and then I think I'll crawl in the van. I warmed it up. It's probably like 60 degrees in there right now. Oh, of course, I'm waiting for my kitty, too. But usually he will meow at the door and let me know he wants to come in, and I'll let him in. But, yeah, I kind of hope that happens. Anyways, I'm having a wonderful night. It's nice and warm here by the fire. It's probably about 33 degrees outside. Maybe 32. I don't know. It was 34 when I was in town a couple hours ago. But, yeah, I'm shivering a little bit, but the fire's helping. But this is homeless guy life. And you know what? 30 degrees? Yeah, that's like a summer day, man. Compared to -4, below freezing for a week. Yeah, this is a piece of cake. No problems. I hope you enjoyed looking at my fire. This is Homeless Guy. Alright, the wind has changed again. At least I'm not in the smoke. I have something to say. My lady friend down at the bank, I want to call her girlfriend. I really want to. But we're not there yet. We're still dating, and I don't know where this is going. But, the thing is, she doesn't want to hear this yet. But the fact of the matter is, I'm already in love with this girl. She's perfect. She's cute. She has scruples. She's morally sound. I think a little bit off, which really appeals to me. But I can't tell her that. But I'm telling you that. She's volunteering tonight. Maybe we'll get to see her tomorrow. I'm not going to put her on camera, though, out of respect for her. This is just between me and you other 100 million people out there, but not her. So don't tell her, okay? That I told you that I think I love her. That's going to have to come at a special moment, which isn't yet. Anyways, this is Homeless Guy, and this is part of the Sitting by the Fireside chats. Later. Homeless Guy in a Minivan. Just got done with date 3. Had a wonderful time. We had some pizza. Went for a little walk. When I met her tonight, she actually wanted a hug. For the first time since I've known her, she wanted a hug. And I got a hug when I let her go home, too. But we had a little walk and a great talk. And I think we are committed to a date 4. Yay! She's very sweet and very nice and soft and cuddly, I'll bet. And she opened up to me a little bit tonight. And it was real refreshing. A lady that will talk to you and have some morals. It makes me really happy. I'm smiling. Got to hold her hand. I got a little aroused. I wish I knew if she got aroused at all. But she doesn't talk about that. She's trying to be very good. And I commend her for that. Well, it's raining outside tonight, and I'm not going out in there to build a fire, so we're not going to have the fireside chat. But I just wanted to tell you about my date. This is take 5, by the way. It took me a long time to try to get the lighting right. I'm inside my van. The kitty's out. He's not going to be liking it very much because he hates the rain. So he won't be out long. But anyways, I just wanted to let you know about my day. It's 34 degrees outside right now. Yay. Okay, I'll talk to you later. This is Homeless Guy. Hi, Joyce. I'm fine tonight. It's only going to get down to 25. I have a beautiful fire. And thank you for texting. Can we do it some more? Homeless Guy here. Yeah, it's cold, man. It's like 33 right now. And gonna go into the woods, find some more stuff to burn. I've been playing it pretty cool and not letting the temperatures really get to me. I mean, I'm fairly well acclimated, but you know, some days you just can't get the chill out. And when it starts getting cold again, it really gets to you. Now, it's supposed to be 25 tonight. Some people are calling for a little snow, up to 4 inches maybe. I'm perfectly fine when I'm in my van. But, you know, I got to do stuff like walk around. I can't just sit in my van all the time. So when it's light outside, I have to do stuff. So I'm cold. I'm not always cold. You know, I get used to it. But, I mean, I walk around in a t-shirt when it's 28 degrees outside, and it really doesn't bug me until I start figuring out other people are wearing jackets and shivering, that they had a bed to sleep in, and probably a warm body to cuddle to. But I'm a homeless guy, and I don't have anybody. Oh, I have a kitty. That's a 100-degree heater right there. That helps a lot. And I'm actually not cold when I'm in my Winslow sleeping bag. It's very nice. Even when it was -4 or below, I was fairly well comfortable if my skin wasn't exposed outside the sleeping bag. That's what happened when I got frostbite on my 2 fingers. They turned black because I think I slept with them out of the sleeping bag, and they're still kind of sore. And it's been a week. But I'm just collecting firewood, and here's some wet stuff, but it's leaning up, so I'm going to take it or leave it until I get back. Yeah, that's what I'll do. Yeah, man, it's cold out here. I might have 2 weeks left of this mission I'm on to save money so I can rent a place. I don't think I have the money yet. I have a fair amount in the bank on Monday when I get paid, but I don't think it's quite enough. So, and then again, I'm getting comfortable out here, and I do like some aspects of this life, but not all of them. I'm kind of shivering. I hope that's not affecting the quality of the video, but I'm sure it is. A lady friend of mine told me that I should pan the camera more slowly because it's kind of blurry, but it's kind of in Survivor Guy style. Remember, Les? So I kind of liked the way I was doing it, but she might know better than I do. After all, this is just a phone. So let's try this. Yeah, that didn't work out real well. Pretty bendy. I think we've already took everything off that tree we could get. I'm not really in any hurry. I'm just passing time. Work was hectic. It's been hectic for a week. I usually run a crew and supervise, but lately they've been taking all my helpers. Save it for later. They've been taking all my helpers to work in other parts of the plant. And that's a big job for one guy to do. I've been behind for a week. I finally got caught up today because they gave me some help, and then they laid them all off. So until the 6th of January, so I can count on being all by myself and having no one to help me for 2 more weeks. It's a big job, man, but somebody's got to do it. And that would be homeless guy with a job. I'm glad I have a job. Work is my main concern because work is going to get me out of this. but it's going to get me out of this. You can't get much better backyard than that. As far as backyards go, this ain't too bad. I've seen better. I wish I was able to afford the gas to go 60 miles from here, because I know some beautiful spots. Higher in elevation, probably colder, but definitely solitude and beauty. So I think I'm finding some starter stuff here. I don't really need starter stuff because I've got stuff from the mill, but I can either pass it up for a later date or collect it now. I think I'm going to pass it up because it's hanging there and it's just fine. I'm looking for bigger stuff because I got fire starter that I got from the plant. And so I need something that once the fire gets going, I'll be all right. There's a young gentleman at the mill, I mean the plant, it's not really a mill, that has a firewood business and has offered to bring me buckets of small pieces of oak or madrone or pine or whatever. And I've been kind of hesitant to take help, but he wants to like help the homeless guy because everybody takes compassion on the homeless guy, you remember? Well, I won't see him again until the 6th of January. So that's out. But that's okay, because I have all of this. God has provided for me everything that I need in life. Everything. So all I got to do is seek, and I shall find. So back to the seeking. There's the river. Me and Mr. Mittens walk this trail regular because he likes to go for the walk with the dad. He's probably playing with birds right now. Not interested. I could call him and see what happens. No! 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 That's the best I can do. It may work, because that's how we talk. So, anyways, we might have exploited this forest for much of its riches already. Except that it's for so far away from the fire pit. Look at that. Yep, I'll be taking that back. I guess I'll start back now. It's a pretty big one. It feels like it's dry enough. Remember that when you're trying to survive, no matter what you do not expend more energy than you're going to get out of your project. It's like, it doesn't make sense to pay $1 for 50 cents. It doesn't make sense to waste 500 calories to get 100. So all of this stuff has to be easy picking, has to be easy walking, and don't work too hard, because in temperatures like this, if you sweat, you'll die. Unless you have a minivan, of course. Fingers are a little frozen. right now. But while it's light outside, I have to do what I can. And there's something else. There's something else right there. A pretty big piece. I'll have to come back for that one. This windy trail is not real conducive to carrying a 10-foot log. But it's not that long. The whole loop that me and Mr. Mittens do is probably about a quarter mile. It's just all this brush makes it hard to bring stuff out of it. So, anyways, when I get some wood gathered up, I think I'll show you my fire bundle and some tinder that I decided to start by rubbing sticks together today. I have the training. I've done it in the past. And I think that it may be a good show for y'all. So I'll be rubbing sticks together to start a fire tonight. That should be interesting. Crap. Anyways, I'll get back to you. This is Homeless Guy. Okay. I don't know if you can see this. I've been at this for a while. What I've got is a couple trim end pieces off the panel saw from some plywood. It's really dry, and it's been warm in the van for a while. It's been in there a couple days. I'm getting a little smoke. See the smoke? When you see the smoke, you gotta keep going. Keep going. I don't know if you can see the smoke. Well, this is really hard to do. I'm stepping on it with my foot and doing this with one hand. I should be putting all my effort into this. When I get a spark, I will put it in this dry napkin thing. And see the smoke? You probably can't see the smoke. Anyways, I gotta work on this. I'll get back to you as soon as I get that tinder bundle in the fire there. So there you have it. A fire by rubbing two sticks together. Yeah, man, less makes it look easy. Actually, the smoke you saw was from my cigarette. And I lit the fire with a lighter. It's a spoof. But anyways, it was fun to do, and Homeless Guy has the start of a fire tonight. Got a little bit of wood over there. I don't know why you can't see it, because it's not that dark. But I think I'm going to put out the lawn chair. Smoke's going that way. The lawn chair's going to go right here. And wait for my kitty to come home. This is Homeless Guy sitting by a lighter-made fire. I'll get back to you. Hi, Homeless Guy here. That's a pretty big fire. All that's on it right now is some dry trim ends from some plywood that I got from the plant off the panel saw. I'll put my bigger stuff on once I get a little coal bundle going there. This wood, it's plywood, and it's best to not burn it inside. Burning it outside's okay because of the ventilation. Stay downwind or upwind of it. And because it has glue and polymers and urea phosphates and all that crap in it. So you don't want to breathe that smoke. And you know smoke always follows beauty, so you may have to move your chair. And sorry less about the spoof But I thought it was kind of cute. I dreamed it up, something different. Anyways, not cold no more. My feet are a little cold. I'm not going to put them in the fire to warm them up. I just don't want to do that. So I'm going to wait for a while, and once it burns down and I get some bigger wood on it and the flames aren't so tall, then perhaps I will warm my feet up. There's some ice on the puddles out here, so it's obviously below freezing right now. But homeless guy's nice and toasty. I'll talk to you later. Maybe we'll have a by the fireside chat tonight. In fact, I don't see how we can't. This is Homeless Guy. Hope you're all tucked in. Homeless Guy here. My mag light is providing the light source, and today I'm running a little bit late. It's probably about 5:30. My girlfriend won't get off till 6:30 because it's Friday. I haven't received a text from her all day. But that aside, and I'm sure no big deal. I gathered a bunch of old broken stickers from work. Some of them are like particle board stickers. I got a few MDF, which I don't know if they're going to burn well, but I'm going to try them out. I have some hardwood stickers, and I grabbed some other hardwood pallet things that I'm going to break apart. But I got way too much that I'm going to burn this weekend, or at least I can't store them in the van and keep them dry because it's raining outside. So, excuse me. I found a spot in the woods about 70 steps from here that I put the pallet things down and stacked all my wood on top of it, the MDF, the particle board stickers, and the real wood stickers, and some of them are cut in half, some of them are long, and they're kind of off the beaten trail, but not really. I'm hoping nobody four-wheel drives back there and finds them, but I guess if they see the Homeless Guy van, and then they see the Homeless Guy firewood, maybe they'll leave it alone. Besides, if I see them burning it out here, I can always say something. But I saved a little bit out. I'm going to have a fire tonight, even though it's raining. The reason I'm running late is because today was my shower day. And I'm all set up to get shower, but I'm loading the back of the van with these stickers and pallets. And, well, I scared my kitty to the front so he couldn't get out, because I don't want him to get out and have to look for him. Unfortunately, I left the front door open when I got out, so when I was done loading the wood, the kitty was gone. Cost me about 45 minutes finding him, and I decided, well, I can't find him, so I just left the door open, went and took my shower and shaved, and when I got back, thank God, my prayers were answered because I was praying, and he was in, so I shut the door really quick. And everything was fine. Just got a late start, but I'm squeaky clean. I got my wood out in the woods. And the reason I'm doing it by mag light right now is so that you can see me and know what's going on, because I'm going to take you for a walk and show you my wood pile. And then I'm coming back here and I'm going to build a fire. Then I'll get back to you. But for now, would you like to go for a Homeless Guy walk out in the woods? Here we go. Hi, Homeless Guy here. I told you I'd take you for a walk. It's 70 steps from here to show you where my wood is. It's raining. I'm still going to have a fire, but just try to watch the trail. Anyways, so I can't perfectly camouflage this wood from four-wheelers and young punks and rednecks to come down here, but I followed the trail and see the four-wheel drive trail. And it runs off that way. See? But I went this way, and there's this overhanging log right here, which will deter most of them, or some of them, but then there's this pull off. Right here is my stack of wood. All I got is one plastic bag over it and some hardwood on the sides, because hardwood does not accept moisture as much as the MDF and the particle board that's sticking out both sides, but mostly it's covered. And there's like 30 pieces under there or something. Good for a few nights worth of fires, because these are starters. I get most of my wood from what I can find in the woods. But this is going to be good, and it's going to help me have a fire every night. So I wanted to show you that. See all that wood in there? See all that wood in there? That's going to help me keep warm during the cold nights. They're calling for snow lately, so we don't know when that's going to happen. It's supposed to have been yesterday. Anyways, this is Homeless Guy. I'm getting back to the van. I'm going to get my fire going, and then I'll get a hold of you. Homeless Guy in a minivan. I hope you're all tucked in. So Mr. Mittens has picked this trail, which, yeah, it's a pretty good trail. I can see where things have walked across it, but it's, you know, there he is up on a tree. It's, wow, he's really up there. Wow! See, but I can't really cross this without some sort of difficulty. I'm going to duck under it and fall down, of course. Hi, Homeless Guy here. It's 1:30 in the morning or something, and about an hour ago, someone pulled down here in a Jeep and launched a drift boat. And I'm figuring it's kind of late for duck hunting or fishing, so whatever they're doing is a little unsavory. But they're parked there, over there, and they haven't caused me any trouble, of course. But I'm wondering if their presence is going to draw attention, and the cops know me down here, and they're okay with me. They drive through once in a while, and they don't even bug me, because they already know I'm here. But these people, if they're duck hunting after dark, that's a high dollar fine. And of course, this river is closed to fishing right now. So I'm wondering if I'm kind of cynical. So I'm wondering if something's going to happen. I wonder if the police are coming down, and if they're going to check these guys out, because I don't think they got any reason to be on the river right now with a boat. A drift boat means fishing or hunting ducks at this time of year, both of which are illegal at this time of night, of course. So anyways, I'm nice and cozy in my van.